I have a really outstanding holster rig here from Mernickle Holsters. This one here's from my Glock 20. This particular model is for semi-auto handguns, but he also has models available for single and double action revolver. It's an outstanding rig. This one here is the model, the PS6 system, and it includes their PS6 high ride holster, the PS23 dual mag holder, and their PB1 belt. This belt is a double stitch belt. One layer of this, a double layer belt. One layer of this belt would suffice to make a good gun belt, but with two layers, this is the best gun belt I've used. It's an excellent belt. It's excellent craftsmanship. The stitching, the sides are burnished. It's nice and smooth. There's no sharp edges on any of the leather. The holster and mag holder are very solidly stitched. The stitches on here are heavy duty, and then they also have double stitching at the stress points and where it's needed. The PS6 high ride holster, as I said, it fits most medium to large frame autos, and it's designed for fast draw and compactness. There's not a lot of extra unnecessary bulk to it. It's not going to print in pretty much any shirt that you have, especially if you were to carry have a concealed carry shirt or vest. Even with a full-size Glock 20, it doesn't print. Now, there are, of course, just an infinite number of smaller choices of handguns on the market in the medium to large category, and those would you'd have to deal with printing even less. These are handmade and hand molded to each particular model of handgun, and they are IDPA approved. It's one of the highest ride holsters on the market, and this falls approximately 2 1/4 inches below the belt. So pretty much any properly sized shirt untucked is going to cover the bottom of the holster without worry. Another nice feature on it is this paddle flap right here. This paddle flap, it sits on this side of the belt, and they list one function. I've actually found another function for me, but what it does, it's another measure to help keep it from tipping. If you have since it sits up so high, it could tip out. This rides on the belt underneath here and keeps it from tilting. Now, the other thing that I found out that it does, when you put it on, you're most likely going to have one of your belt loops is going to be here or here. Now, if you didn't have this holster, and what happens with a lot of other holsters, if you have it here, your holster can move this much, which is pretty significant. But with this here, your belt loop fits here, and there's really no moving at all. It sits nice and tight. So I really like that feature. This, by the way, is Mernickle's most popular holster. This one here is in, let's see, it comes in saddle tan, mahogany brown, or black. This one here is the mahogany brown version, as are all of these. Now, let's take a look at the mag holder. Now, one thing I found about this with the Glock 20 mags, they are probably some of the biggest and heaviest mags on the market. For 2 mags, it tops out. It's like 100, about 1.5 pounds, which is pretty heavy for the mag. Probably almost as heavy as the fully loaded pistol itself. So a lot of times, for most circumstances, I don't need to carry 45 rounds of 10mm. So a lot of times I don't use this, and that's what I like about this system. It is modular. You can take that off. It depends on the situation. If I'm just bumming around and not really doing much, then I don't have it on. Or if I'm around town, if I go into a situation where I might possibly need more ammo or whatever the case may be, then I'll carry it with me. But this here, same quality as the holster. It's nice and stiff, very rugged. I like it. It's wearing very well, as is the holster. This is pretty much my primary rig. There are a few occasions where I do need a smaller handgun, but for the most part, this is what I wear probably 5 to 6 days out of the week. And the wear on it is extremely well. I got this early fall, late summer, so I've been wearing it for several months and it still looks almost new. Very well done. And the belt loops here are heavy duty. Don't have to worry about them failing. This holster here, this is going to last me forever. I'll never have to worry about it. And this belt, excellent belt. I wear this belt. This belt is so well done. I wear it even if I'm not carrying, or if I'm carrying a different gun, whatever. I use this belt. Very well put together. I probably wear this belt 7 days a week. I do on occasion swap it out. I have another gun belt that's really nice. I wear that on occasion, but this is definitely my primary and the most heavy duty. I like it because it's got snaps right here. So this hardware is removable and replaceable, which is nice. Because, as you know, the finish on a lot of belts wears off, especially if you were to get the brass version. So, as I said, this is 2-layer stitched, heavy-duty stitching. Excellent belt. This system, I highly recommend it. Now, cost. This right here by itself is $89.95. The belt is $79.95. And the mag carrier is $39.95. So the total on that is $209.85. If you buy this PS6 setup, the kit, the system, is $189.95. So you end up saving about 20 bucks on it. To me, it's nice. It's convenient because you don't have to piece together a whole bunch of different stuff. You can buy one matching set. It fits nice. It looks nice. It's kind of a one-stop rig. Buy it, wear it, put it on. There's a little bit of, since it is leather, it's very stiff leather, very high quality leather, and because of that, there's a little bit of a break-in process. Not a big deal. I have found my handgun, it draws perfectly out of this. No catching, nothing. Perfect. So, and here's my Glock as it sits in there. It's perfect, and you can see right here where the sight goes. No catching at all. Sits nice, and it's not secured in here, but it's stiff enough that it's not going to come out. Yet when you grab it, it does come out. The mag carrier. Right here. Notice a little bit different angle right here. When you grab the first one, when you grab the base plate, your hand sits perfectly on here. It doesn't hit this second one at all. So it's at a perfect angle to pull out when there's two holsters. And then this one here, it's at a little bit different angle. So when the first one is gone, it's convenient to grab. It's at a good angle to grab. So this all together, as I said, 15, 15, 15, that's 45 rounds of ammunition. Good enough for any situation that could arise. Or at a mall and somebody decides to get stupid and try to start their own mass shooting. This setup right here would put a quick end to it. Not that would ever happen. I mean, of course, the likelihood of that ever happening is nil. but when I am with my family or any of that, I know that with this rig and this handgun, they are very well protected. So, like I said, this rig is from Mernickle Holsters, and if you have any questions, you want to check them out, you want to see, like I said, they fit pretty much any handgun. Comes in a variety of colors, a lot of choices. This belt comes in, let me see here, 1 1/4, 1 1/2, and 1 3/4 belts. Of course, the thicker the better, but some of the thicker the thicker the more functional it is, the better it works. However, as you know, not all pants have belt loops that'll hold 1 3/4 belts. But this is a nice looking set. That's some nice leather, nice craftsmanship. Check them out. It's Mernickle Holsters, and that's MERNICKLE holsters.com. If you have any questions, let me know. Semper Fi. Here's the rig on me. It's my Glock 20. And on this side, 2 mags and my iPhone case. So carry quite a bit of stuff on here. I actually wouldn't mind if one of these, you know, another model would be good. 1 mag and 1 flashlight. Be nice to have a flashlight. I don't know if I'd want to clip it on. Got a lot of stuff on here. And I do have my pocket carry knife. So everything's good. Everything's nice and solid. Doesn't move at all. Excellent. Zoom in here. Here we have a vest. No problems concealing it at all. Magazines. Even have my cell phone back here. So, even with this big handgun, you still don't see it. As you see, just a nice light coat, has no problems concealing. Handgun, holsters, no problems at all. And even with just a shirt, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, most people, for the most part, unless you're specifically looking for a handgun, most people aren't gonna think anything of this. You know, what they see.